In this Webflow tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and actually revisit one of my old videos, which is how to send Webflow forms to different email address using Zapier. And this was done around June 2025. But since Webflow's latest updates, we can actually skip Zapier altogether and essentially just have the forms go to the email without needing Zapier. So just as an example, we might have a general questions contact form, a technical support contact form, and a sales contact form. And in the past, Webflow does not allow you the ability natively to send each of these forms to a unique email address. So for example, the general questions will go to info@company.com, technical support might go to support@company.com, and sales might go to sales@company.com. So I actually made this video showing you how to use Zapier, but now we don't need to do it. Let me show you exactly how to make unique email submissions in different Webflow forms. So jumping into Webflow, you can see I have two different forms in two different tabs. One is a contact form and one is a feedback form. So again, like I said, maybe both these forms go to the exact same email address, like info company, but I don't want that. I want them to go to two different email addresses. All we need to do is just select that specific form by selecting the form block. And then in the right-hand side, making sure that you're under settings right here, we want to firstly name our form. So in this case, this is called a contact form. So I'll go ahead and just name this contact form. And the reason why this is very important is because once you get an email notification, it will tell you what form that is. And we can also reference the name in the email. Whereas if you have 5 different forms, they're all called the same thing, it gets very confusing. Below that is those specific fields. So one thing you want to make sure is that you put an appropriate name for each field. In this case, this is the name field. So you wouldn't call it like email, for example. That'll be very confusing. The next thing is make sure that you have this correct type. So in name, it's just plain. If you want to add a placeholder text, you can do that. And if you want this to be required, so this needs to be filled in, otherwise they can't submit the form, you can go ahead and tick this. So you'll notice with my email address, it's actually name email, type email, and it's actually required. And then I have a message field right here. So in my next tab, feedback form right here, it's very similar premise. We have name, phone number, and feedback. And you'll notice in the actual form block, this is named feedback form, which is fantastic. So starting with this feedback form, you'll notice at the very bottom, it says send to right here. You can go ahead and click email notifications. And by default, this will send to whatever email you set up with Webflow. But we can actually get rid of this. So I can go ahead and hit X and go ahead and type in a new email where I want this specific feedback form to be sent to. So in my case, I might put dereksu@gmail.com. I'll go ahead and enter, and I'll go ahead and create that. And you can go ahead and add multiple emails if you wish. You'll notice right here where it says sender name, Webflow forms, you can go ahead and change this. Reply to, you can go ahead and change this. So with reply to, you might want to reference the email that the user has sent. So you can go ahead and hit field, and you'll notice when you hit add field, you can go ahead and reference the field inside your form. So in my case, I don't have an email, so I'll just leave it to no reply@webflow.com. Below this is subject. So it says new form submissions on Webflow for site name. So we can go ahead and change this as well. We can go ahead and add field. We can call it form name instead. Right now in the body, it says you have received the new form submissions on your website, site name, form data. This is how you can customize your email of what you get sent. So let's go ahead and just try this. We'll go ahead and apply. And just real quick, to show the difference, I'm going to go ahead and select my contact form right here. Selecting that form block, go ahead and go into email notifications. And then for this one, I want it to send to a different email. So I'll go ahead and put jaredsu@gmail.com, hit enter. And you'll notice with the sender name, let me just change this up. So I might just say cool website. And then reply to, I'll get rid of this, no reply@webflow.com. And I'll go ahead and reference the email field right here in my form block. And this email field was mandatory. So there will be data. Below that, it says new form submissions on Webflow. That sounds crazy. So I'm just going to go ahead and change it to you got mail from, and I'll go ahead and hit add field, and I'll just call it my site name. And by the way, my site name is like tutorial v2. So in order to change the site name, you can change it in the Webflow settings. And then below this with the body, I might put some custom message like, yo, we did it. See the message from, and then I can go ahead and just add field, and I can go ahead and put from name, and then I can go ahead and put add field from data, and you can go ahead and add more stuff. But in this case, I'll just put these two, hit apply, and now it says it's updated successfully. Let's go ahead and publish the site and test this out. I'm going to start with the contact form right here. So I'll give it a name of big. So I'll give it a name of Big Chungus, and I'll put my email at chungus@gmail.com. And my message is, he is a chunky boy. And I'll go ahead and hit submit, and you'll notice it displays the success state. And I'll go ahead and check my email. This specific one, I got it to send to keredsu@gmail.com. So there it is. So right now you notice that the from email is cool website, because that's what we called it. And if you click into it, it says you got mail from, and then the site name right here. So this is how you can style the email. Then below this is that message that we kind of custom styled. We did it, see message from, and then it says contact form, because that's the name of the form, the name, the email, and the message. So fantastic stuff. Let's go ahead and test out the other form. So I'll go ahead and hit the feedback form, and I'll go ahead and put a name of Leroy Jenkins, and I'll go ahead and put a phone number of and I'll go ahead and put my complaint of you suck. Now we'll go ahead and hit submit, and this specific feedback form isn't going to the same email address as contact form, because that's how we set it up. Nor does it have the exact same email subject line or body message. So let's go ahead and check that out. So you'll notice this is my Webflow form right here. Go ahead and click into it. And now you'll notice that the actual email subject is new form submissions on Webflow for tutorial V2. And then it says the default Webflow message, which is you received a new form submission on your tutorial V2 site. And here's the contact information, or here is the data that we put. So that is that. I hope you guys found this video very, very helpful. Again, in the past, you couldn't do this natively, so we had to use like Zapier. But now with that Webflow update, this is a really, really cool feature. People don't even know about it, but definitely use it if needed. My name is Derek Su. Please give this video a like and a comment if you found value. It really helps me out. Otherwise, you can check out more of my free Webflow tutorials right here. And I also have paid courses on Webflow for the people who want to learn Webflow seriously, where a YouTube video might not have enough length in order for me to go into detail. Otherwise, I also have a freelance/business course. So check it out in the description. Until then, see you guys in the next one. Peace.